the president of the US at that time, who was William McKinley, who happened to be a Methodist from Ohio. It was McKinley who decided to keep the Philippines.
The first missionaries that came to the Philippines were the Methodists and the Presbyterian.
Nagsimula ang Methodism dito through the work of a chaplain in the US Army.
Who happened to be a member of the Montana Annual Conference of the Methodist Episcopal Church.
Sila'y nagtitipon pagka-araw ng linggo doon sa Plaza Goiti sa tinatawag na Soldiers and Sailors Home. Yung mga nakikinig na yun ay unti-unting dumami at hanggang sila'y humiling na sana'y mayroon ding ganong pamamahayag para sa kanilang mga Pilipino.
The first ever non-Roman Catholic worship service in the Philippines, that was in August of 1898, led by this Montana Methodist pastor who was the chaplain of the Navy.
They divided the country into areas. So the Methodists were given Central Luzon and Northern Luzon. The Episcopalians, the Mountain Province, the Presbyterian, Visayas, and some other groups, So there was no overlapping. Manila was free for all.
They went by ship, to Cagayan, and they landed in Cagayan, and so the spread of Methodism was twofold: from Manila going north, and from Cagayan coming south.
So that it is a period of change, politically and culturally as well.
Pastor ang aking ama sa Sampaloc, sa St. Mark's. Ganun niya, gagawa siya ng sermon at dadali niya yun sa Japanese Army.
Kailangan i-submit muna sa Japanese officer bago yan i-preach. Baka naman merong sasabihin na laban sa mga Hapon.
Hindi namatay ang iglesia. The church actually grew because there was need for people to go to church. May need, may war going on, there was famine, there was no food.
Dahil sa panganib ng digmaan, dahil sa ang kasiguruhan ng tao ay nasa Panginoong Diyos, ay naging masipag ang mga tao sa pagsamba.
First Filipino bishop, si Bishop Alejandro. He was elected during the Japanese time. I think it was in 1944.
Before, there was only one area called the Manila area. Area kasi is defined by a bishop. One area, one bishop. Because in 1960, the General Conference decided that the Philippines would become two areas. Philippines Annual Conference, Manila area, and Northern Philippines Annual Conference, Baguio area. And the churches were rural churches. Most of them did not have organs, mga choirs, a cappella, because the church was the center of the village. And most of our churches in Baguio were not in the towns, they were in the barrios.
Ang seminaryo noon, kung saan ako presidente, it was suspected as a cuddler of communists.
Nag-upo sa martial law at nakulong din ng saglit ay si Bishop Laverne Mercado, pero hindi bilang bishop ng United Methodist kundi bilang General Secretary ng National Council of Churches.
Pagka meron akong nababalitaan na pastor o kaya salay ko na naaresto, ang aking pakiusap huwag naman sasaktan, kundi yung kanilang kalagayan naman ay maproteksyonan.
Sa awa ng Panginoon, everybody were friendly, and I was not asking them whether they are NPAs or militaries or spies. They were very cooperative. What I'm trying to emphasize was, itong ebanghelyong sinasabi natin, it can cut across any ideology.
The difficulty of the Visayan mission is these are islands separated from one another, different cultures, different languages.
Ang challenge doon yung ma-orchestrate mo yung lahat ng islands na yun sa mission.
We went from island to island. And then the part that we did was evangelism through a medical mission. As I was a doctor, we called the free clinic, and then we gathered the people. We did Bible study and what Methodism is. Because they have no idea what Methodism is. Who is John Wesley? What is the quadrilateral? All those things. And then we organized them into churches. And that is how it all started.
Sa Surigao dadaan, o kaya yun namin sa Cagayan de Oro at Iligan, pupunta muna ng Cebu, tsaka pupunta ng Leyte, gano'n. At masaya sila kung nagkikita-kita dahil nga malalayo eh.
So it was difficult really in the beginning. But it's always like that in the beginning, it's always difficult. But there were also some receptive members who immediately became members and tried to attend our classes of trying to train them of what Methodism is. And then they became leaders, and so now it is one annual conference. Isn't that amazing? From no local church to one annual conference with 3 districts in a very difficult terrain and geographical situation, different languages. That is a miracle, and I think it was a miracle.
Abay, nakumuyin luneta sa mga miyembro natin. They came from all kinds of local churches in Mindanao, Visayas, as well as here.
Yung power ay nararanasan natin yan, yung pagpapatuloy ng empowerment ng Panginoon ay sa ating constant relationship, developing our constant relationship with God through prayer, through Bible study, through gathering with other Christians.
Harris Memorial College introduced pre-grade school education in the Philippines. And Harris Memorial College is the first college to offer kindergarten education as a 4-year course. Mary Johnston Hospital was established long before Philippine General Hospital came into existence. I think it is the third hospital to operate in the Philippines. Law education was started by Dean Jorge Bocobo in the YMCA. He is a Methodist lay leader. And then he transferred the College of Law to the University of the Philippines. Philippine Christian University was established to help the country, more specifically Manila, to develop from the ravages of World War II. The Student Center of Kapatiran Colonel Foundation is the first student center in the Philippines. Hugh Wilson Hall Dormitory. No? It's the first dormitory in the Philippines. So the Methodist Church introduced dormitory in the Philippines. From basketball, football, baseball, boxing, swimming, lahat yan nag-introduce YMCA. What I'm trying to say is we are losing many of our young people because they are not aware of the very important contributions of the United Methodist Church, not only in the Philippines, but worldwide.
Ang challenge ngayon ay dahil sa maraming mga issues, like the issues on homosexuality. Even in the Philippines alone, the issues on whether you like Duterte or not, these things divide the church. But what I want to say is, while we vary in our thinking, reflection, and our conviction, still our mission is one. Still we can be united even if we are not the same in our thinking. Still we can have that power. And so we continue to hope that the church will continue to do its task of bringing more disciples to Jesus Christ.